Manchester City has once again turned heads with a transfer that signals both intent and evolution. The signing of Rayan Cherki from Olympique Lyonnais for €40 million introduces a fresh layer to Pep Guardiola's tactical arsenal. At only 21 years of age, Cherki is more than a prospect. He's arriving with the expectation of helping to reimagine the creative heartbeat of the team following Kevin De Bruyne's departure. What's compelling is how City continues to pivot toward youth and flexibility without compromising identity. Cherki's profile, technical finesse, ambidexterity, and an eye for the unexpected makes him a fascinating addition to the squad. But what lies beneath this transfer is a blueprint, one shaped not just by statistics, but by bold ambition and a belief in the future. Let's take a closer look at the player stepping into the spotlight. Born and raised in Lyon, Rayan Cherki is no stranger to expectation. From the age of 16, he was already making waves in League One, known for his flair, unpredictability, and uncanny ball control. Fast forward to the 24-25 season, 12 goals, 20 assists, and a series of dazzling performances earned him a call-up to France's senior national team, where he promptly scored and assisted against Spain. Cherki's game is defined by improvisation. He's ambidextrous, loves to drift between lines, and thrives in tight spaces, qualities that make defenders uneasy and fans excited. For Lyon, he became both creator and finisher. For France, a new spark. And for Manchester City, he represents the kind of high-ceiling talent that isn't just signed, he's shaped. Manchester City didn't simply buy promise, they invested in possibility. Rayan Cherki's technical brilliance, vision, and ambidextrous nature align perfectly with Pep Guardiola's philosophy. Fluid, intelligent football with unpredictable patterns. He's the kind of player who turns static phases into spontaneous attacks, whether deployed wide or centrally. City's director of football, Hugo Viana, described Cherki as a future world-class asset, underlining the club's conviction. With Kevin De Bruyne now gone, the need for a creative disruptor became more urgent than ever. Cherki's skill set, dribbling, sharp decision-making, and comfort under pressure ticks all the right boxes. It wasn't just about numbers. It was about rhythm, instinct, and the kind of audacity that Guardiola trusts to flourish. That is why they moved decisively and paid generously. Pep Guardiola rarely signs players without a clear plan, and Rayan Cherki offers tactical elasticity that City can mold to their evolving formation. Whether operating as a central playmaker or drifting into wide pockets, his ability to link play and destabilize defensive blocks opens new pathways for attacking transitions. Cherki might share zones with Phil Foden, float around Erling Haaland, or layer City's midfield, alongside newcomers like Tijani Reinders. It's his unpredictability, his movement between the half spaces, his sudden shifts in tempo, that Guardiola prizes most, especially post-De Bruyne, where structured chaos becomes a weapon. In a system that thrives on quick combinations and positional freedom, Cherki is less a replacement and more a reinvention. His presence may shift the geometry of City's play, introducing angles that defenders struggle to anticipate. Rayan Cherki isn't arriving alone. Manchester City have made several strategic signings this summer, complementing Cherki's arrival with a wave of youth-driven talent. Tijani Reinders, a dynamic Dutch midfielder, joins from AC Milan. Rayan Ait Nouri, the energetic left-back, arrives from Wolverhampton Wanderers. In goal, Marcus Bettinelli has been brought in for depth, while Sverre Nipan, the teenage Norwegian prodigy, represents the long-term vision. City's approach has been consistent. Sign players with technical upside and positional versatility. Every addition is part of an ecosystem Guardiola can shape. While Cherki might headline the window, this collective intake forms a refreshing retooling, not a rebuild. It's clear that Manchester City aren't chasing stars. They're building futures, aligning individual talent with a tactical fabric that continues to evolve. For all his talent, Cherki's arrival carries undeniable uncertainty. The Premier League is faster, harsher, and more unforgiving than League One. Adapting to its tempo and physicality will demand more than flair. It will require resilience. Filling Kevin De Bruyne's creative shoes comes with psychological weight, and scrutiny will be immediate. Then there's consistency. Cherki has shown flashes of brilliance, but turning moments into months is another story. Injuries, tactical discipline, emotional maturity, all must align if he is to thrive. Guardiola's system rewards intelligence, but punishes hesitation. City's environment is demanding, its expectations uncompromising. Cherki isn't just stepping up in level, he's stepping into a culture of perfection. The challenge is steep, but it's precisely this climb that has defined so many of City's greats. The upcoming campaign won't wait for transitions. It demands impact. At Manchester City, Rayan Cherki is poised to play a pivotal role across competitions. In the Premier League, his adaptability offers Pep Guardiola a creative wild card, capable of unlocking deep defenses or injecting urgency when matches stall. Champions League nights could be where he truly flourishes. With City chasing a third title, Cherki's unpredictability could prove decisive, especially in tightly contested knockout ties. Guardiola may ease him in gradually, alternating starts and cameos to build rhythm. There's no guarantee of instant stardom, but the potential is enormous. If managed well, Cherki could evolve from gifted newcomer into tactical keystone, shaping City's attack and rewriting his own trajectory. The story begins now, and few environments sculpt talent like Manchester does. Rayan Cherki's arrival at Manchester City isn't just a transfer, it's the beginning of a new story in a club that defines modern football. We've explored his journey, his skill set, the tactical possibilities, and the quiet risks that come with great potential. What unfolds next will be shaped not just by results, but by how this young talent adapts to one of the most demanding environments in the sport. Now, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Is Cherki the creative force City needs? Or is the pressure of replacing a legend too great? Drop your take in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe. Next up, we're heading to Merseyside for an in-depth look at Everton's new project. See you there.